Steve Jobs was an astonishing presenter because he informed, inspired, and entertained. In this article, 11 techniques outlined from one presentation, the iPhone launch in 2007. If your presentation is tomorrow and you only have time to incorporate a few ideas, then spend few minutes to watch this video. Express your passion. Steve Jobs was passionate about design. He absolutely loved his new product, and he wore his enthusiasm on his black mock sleeve. "It looks pretty doggone gorgeous," he said with a big smile after showing the iPhone for the first time. Jobs often used words such as cool, amazing, or gorgeous because he believed it. Your audience is giving you permission to show enthusiasm. If you're not excited about your idea, nobody else will be. Create a Twitter-friendly headline. Jobs used a technique I've labeled the Twitter-friendly headline, a one-sentence summary of a product that perfectly captured the main message he wished to deliver. Shortly after showing the new phone, Jobs proudly proclaimed, "Today Apple is going to reinvent the phone." The headline, "Apple reinvents the phone," was the only sentence on the slide. He repeated the headline several times during the presentation. Stick to the rule of 3. Jobs instinctively understood that the number 3 is one of the most powerful numbers in communications. Jobs divided his iPhone presentation into 3 sections. He spoke about the iPod functions of the new iPhone, the phone itself, and connecting to the internet. Jobs even had some fun with 3. He stepped on stage and said, "Today we are introducing 3 revolutionary products. The first, a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second, is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device." As the audience applauded, Jobs repeated the 3 products several times. Finally he said, "Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices, they are one device and we are calling it iPhone." Introduce a villain. All great stories have a hero and a villain. A Steve Jobs presentation was no exception. In 2007, why did the world need another mobile phone, especially from Apple? Jobs set up the narrative by introducing a villain, a problem in need of a solution. Regular cell phones are not so smart and they are not so easy to use. Smartphones are a little smarter, but are harder to use. They are really complicated. We want to make a leapfrog product, way smarter than any mobile device has ever been and super easy to use. Sell the benefit. After expanding on the villain, the problem, Jobs introduced the hero, the benefit. The benefit included the new multi-touch user interface. According to Jobs, it works like magic. You don't need a stylus. It's far more accurate than any touch display that's ever been shipped. It ignores unintended touches. It's super smart. You can do multi-finger gestures on it. And boy have we patented it. Build simple, visual slides. The average PowerPoint slide has 40 words. In the first 3 minutes of Steve Jobs' iPhone presentation, he uses a grand total of 19 words. Those words are also distributed across about 12 slides. Tell stories. Before Jobs revealed their new phone, he spent a moment to review the history of Apple, telling a story that built up to the big event. In 1984, Apple introduced the first Macintosh. It didn't just change Apple. It changed the whole computer industry. In 2001, we introduced the first iPod. It didn't just change the way we all listen to music. It changed the entire music industry. Stories can be brand stories, customer stories, or personal ones. Prepare and practice excessively. The clicker snafu that I just described teaches another great lesson for all presenters. Jobs casually laughed off the glitch, told a story, and got back to his presentation when his team resolved the issue. He never missed a beat and certainly didn't get flustered. Jobs was legendary for his preparation. He would rehearse on stage for many hours over many weeks prior to the launch of a major product. He knew every detail of every demo and every font on every slide. As a result, the presentation was delivered flawlessly. Hours and hours of practice made Jobs look polished, casual, and effortless. Avoid reading from notes. The introduction of the iPhone lasted about 80 minutes. Not once did Jobs read from a teleprompter or note cards. He had internalized the content so well that he didn't need notes. During the demos, however, he did have a very short list of bullet points hidden from the audience's view. Those bullets served as reminders and they were the only notes he relied upon. Have fun. When Jobs first told the audience that Apple was going to introduce a mobile phone, he said, "Here it is." Instead of showing the iPhone, the slide displayed a photo of an iPod with an old-fashioned rotary dial on it. The audience got a kick out of it, laughing and clapping. They had been played and Jobs was enjoying their reaction. Inspire your audience. Jobs liked to end his keynotes with something uplifting and inspiring. At the end of the iPhone presentation he said, "I didn't sleep a wink last night. I've been so excited about today." Steve Jobs educated, entertained, informed, and inspired his audiences in every presentation. So can you. It takes work, planning, and creativity, but if someone is willing to listen to your ideas, it's worth the effort to make it great.